ready for a Friday night series finale, the pitchers duel of the year. 2 all-stars and maybe 2 of the top 5 pitchers in the Northwoods League match up here tonight at Turtle Creek Stadium. Good evening, everybody. Welcome here to the Growlers Radio Network. Here on a beautiful night for baseball here at Turtle Creek Stadium. Not a cloud in the sky, 75 and sunny with no breeze, and not a better evening than a Friday night for baseball here in a playoff race. The Growlers yesterday got the big win, their 4th of the season up against Traverse City. Big win for that. They move now a half a game on the overall standings here above the Traverse City Pittsburghers. Again, right now, Rockford's still the top team in the second half. That stays the course. Then the second best overall record will be the second and final playoff spot in the Great Lakes East. That's the situation now for the Growlers. They would love to stay back above Traverse City all season long, and a win here today gets them to that point. Starting lineup once again for the Kalamazoo Growlers. Brody Akers, second baseman, will lead it off. Gabe Springer, the designated hitter, will bat second. Blake Grimmer, the right fielder, will bat third. Eric Becker once again the cleanup spot. 4 different walks yesterday. One of 2 different Growlers this season with a 4-walk night. He bats in the cleanup spot. Brock Lyke, his final Growlers starting to the catcher, batting 5th. Savvy Delgado, 3 ribbies yesterday. He's the shortstop, batting 6th. Antonio Parada back over at first. He bats 7th. Miles Mills out in left today, the 8-hole hitter. And rounding out the order, the sophomore from Georgetown, center fielder today. Number 1 in Travis Illich. Jaden Dentler will get his second start this season against the Growlers and his 3rd overall in his dominant Traverse City career. We are ready for first pitch. The first one out of the hand of Dentler is in there for a strike. Fastball right to the top of the zone. Here to lead off to Brody Akers. 7:05 right on the dot here at Turtle Creek Stadium. Dentler back to it in his 0-1. Breaking ball misses low. And what a season it has been for Jaden Dentler. The lone Traverse City All-Star this season, which is an odd sight to see. It was a weak first half for Traverse City, and the offense has not been able to put it together. 1-1, fastball taken high. 2 balls and a strike here to Brody Akers. Dentler this season, an 0.86 ERA, is now the top man in the Northwoods League, finally qualified with now 41 2/3 innings of work. 2-1 pitch, back to the fastball, and Akers swings through it. And has just given up 4 earned runs this season. The question mark, though, just like it was yesterday, can he find in the zone as consistently? 22 walks this year compared to 24 strikeouts for Dentler. 2-2 here to the leadoff hitter. Akers puts one on the ground right side over the first baseman in Carter Hain, who will take it himself. The bag for out number 1. So Hain at first, the defensive starters here today. Brett Denby is at the other side at the hot corner. Ethan Guerra once again plays short, the sophomore at Arizona. Aaron Piasecki is at second. The aforementioned Carter Hain at first. Von Lackey back on home plate here today. Over out in left field here tonight is Gavin Ballias getting his first start this season against the Growlers. JT Sokolov once again in center. Brett Rosman is in right. There's only one change in this lineup today, and that is Ballias being out there in left field, especially after just getting 1 hit yesterday. Traverse City going to still stay to the same lineup, and at times that's due to a lack of depth right now in their offensive core. 1-0 pitch to Gabe Springer. Rope back up the middle. It's into center field, a base knock. Springer, hard turnaround first. He'll stay there as JT Sokolov cuts it off. So 1-out single for Gabe Springer. The designated hitter comes through. And the Growlers once again threatening, and they've been doing that a lot early on in the ball games. 3 runs in the first inning yesterday. They had 7 in the first 3 frames. It was a big piece. We talked about it with Blake Grimmer, who now comes up. The patience in this order has really grown throughout this season. Grimmer will dig in out in right field today. It takes a breaking ball low. That gets away from Von Lackey. And up onto second goes Gabe Springer. Let's see if they call it a wild pitch or a pass ball. Either way, probably one that Lackey should have gotten to. And Springer now up in a scoring position. The Growlers looking to strike first once again. And yesterday, Grimmer at the plate, combined 2 for 3. An RBI single, 2 runs, as well as 2 walks. Grimmer fouls it off. I think we mentioned Grimmer and Eric Becker, the lone 2 men this season with 4 walk nights. Becker, his first 4 walk night that he can remember in his entire career. And also had a pair of RBI, did Becker in the cleanup spot. He waits on deck, playing over the hot corner once again today. Dentler look at it second, his 1-1. Grimmer cuts and misses. And falls behind now down to the counts. Grimmer batting .295 this season. He's been hovering around the 300 spot this year and hoping to still stay at that total. They've been a legit hitter in the middle of this order, just trying to stay more consistent, which has been the name of the game for this entire offense. 1-2 pitch. Got on a miss. Pulls the string, a breaking ball at 77. And Grimmer goes down on strikes. Detler gets his first strikeout. And again, we mentioned these two pitchers, Jaden Detler and Ryan Craft, two of the best in the Northwoods League. Detler's done it in a couple different ways. In just an 0.86 ERA this season, has gotten out of a lot of spots. I'm going to get out of another one here. The runner in scoring position in Gabe Springer. As the cleanup hitter, Eric Becker, digs in. Earth pitch to Beck. Breaking ball. Leaks its way just above the zone. And it's 1-0. The Growlers today in the Zoo jerseys, the True Baby Blues with the white pinstripes and the white lettering. On the other end, Traverse City, their Star Wars night jerseys. Little Yoda on the front as well as the pit spitter. 1-0, fastball misses up and in. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Umpiring crew today for the Northwoods League. Anthony Atkinson is behind on plate. Jaden Alfonso is at first. And Hudson Boucher over at third. And just friendly count here for Becker, a 2-0. And he's driven down the left field line. That's going to drop down and roll into the corner. Springer coming home. He's going to get in to score. Becker up on a second with another RBI knock. Man, this kid continues to rake. Eric Becker, an RBI double, and the Growlers lead 1-0. Doesn't matter where you put it. He's going to get one down. Opposite field knock for Eric Becker. And the Growlers 2 hits in the first inning, and they lead once again. Well, now Brock Lightgibb, we'll see if he can trade places here with Eric Becker. The catcher takes a breaking ball high. And Lightgibb, the lone Northwoods League All-Star, that was a position player for the Growlers. I'll dig in. Freshman from Michigan has toed off a little bit in the last 2 weeks of the season after being red hot when he got out here to Kazoo. 1-0 pitch, breaking ball on the ground here to short. Garrett comes in, throw to first on the run in time to retire Lightgibb. So the Growlers strike first. A single from Gabe Springer up on a second on a wild pitch, and Eric Becker drives him in. RBI double into the corner. It's 1-0 when we return here on the Growlers Radio Network.